Welcome to the Explainer. Picture this absolute nightmare scenario. It is pouring rain outside, you look downstairs, and suddenly your basement drain decides to become a geyser. It's incredibly chaotic, right? But panic definitely won't stop the water. So let's dive right into the data and find out exactly what the experts say we should do.
Now, I know it's super tempting to just grab a bunch of old towels and pretend it's just standard rainwater. But what's really lurking in that water transforms a simple spill into a highly hazardous environment. Because of that, this requires a very structured, step-by-step response.
To tackle this systematically, here is our game plan. 1. The threat below. 2. Act fast, stay safe. 3. Stop further water intrusion. 4. When to call professionals. 5. The cleanup process. And finally, 6. Document and prevent.
All right, kicking things off with part 1, the threat below, and the invisible dangers of backup water.
The data points out 3 really severe hazards bubbling up from that drain. First, raw sewage. Yes, actual human waste. Second, a totally toxic mix of household chemicals. And third, severe electrical hazards. It's a surprisingly lethal combination, guys, which makes extreme caution absolutely non-negotiable here.
Moving right along into part 2. Act fast, stay safe. Let's cover your very first priorities in a flooded basement.
The expert triage sequence is incredibly clear. Step 1, get people and pets out of there immediately. Step 2, whatever you do, do not touch that contaminated standing water. And step 3, safely shut off the power at the breaker. But, and this is a huge catch, only do this if you can reach the panel without stepping in a puddle. Your safety is always the absolute first priority.
Okay, part 3. Stop further water intrusion. It is time to halt the flow.
Once you know everyone is safe, there is one massive overriding rule. Stop using all plumbing fixtures. It is so easy to forget that taking a quick shower upstairs might literally be feeding the flood downstairs.
That means absolutely no flushing toilets, no running the sinks, and definitely do not start a load of laundry. Adding even more water to an already overwhelmed system is basically just a recipe for disaster.
Now, you probably already know the crucial role your sump pump plays down in that basement pit. During a surge, your main job is to visually check if it's actually running and clear of any obvious blockages. But remember that cardinal rule from earlier? You've got to do this from a safe distance. Do not wade in.
The exact same thing goes for your backflow preventer, or check valve. You know this device is designed to stop reverse sewer flow. Well, if you suspect it's jammed or has completely failed, the experts are unanimous on this: do not rely on it again until a pro comes out to inspect it.
Which brings us to part 4, when to call professionals and how to identify municipal sewer overload. You really have to figure out if you're dealing with relatively clean stormwater or an overloaded municipal sewer line. The telltale signs of a city sewage backup: the water will smell strongly like sewage, you might see visible solid waste, or it'll be severely discolored.
If it is indeed the city main, you need to contact your local water or wastewater authorities, a licensed plumber, and restoration pros immediately. And hey, a very strict warning from the data here: never use improvised pumps. If they aren't rated specifically for handling contaminated water, you are risking a major malfunction or some serious pathogen exposure.
All right, part 5, the cleanup process. Let's talk about safely sanitizing your home once the water recedes.
Because you are quite literally stepping into a contaminated zone, proper PPE is vital. We are talking thick, waterproof gloves, eye protection, and a properly fitted mask or respirator suited to block pathogens. Protect yourself physically before even thinking about tackling that mess.
The sanitization battle plan here is rigorous. Step 1 is painful but totally necessary. Sacrifice and bag any porous materials. Things like carpet padding or damaged drywall are just gone. Step 2, clear debris off your washable surfaces. Step 3, give it all a good clean with detergent and water. Step 4, hit it hard with an EPA-registered disinfectant. And finally, Step 5, dry everything aggressively using fans and dehumidifiers to beat back any mold.
And that brings us to our final section, part 6, document and prevent. Let's future-proof that basement.
Look, in the total rush to clean up a disgusting mess, your immediate instinct is going to be to just start throwing things away. Don't do it. Take comprehensive photos and make notes of the damage exactly where it happened before you discard anything. You really need this to protect your insurance claims down the line.
Looking toward prevention, you need to watch out for the subtle warning signs that your plumbing system might be compromised.
slow drainage, gurgling pipes, a first-time backup, or even just recurring wet spots. All of these mean you need to schedule an inspection long before the next heavy rainfall even hits.
So we've walked through the hazards, the safety protocols, the intense cleanup, and the prevention. The absolute biggest takeaway here? You don't have to wait for the storm to test your defenses. You can proactively evaluate your pumps and check valves right now. So, is your drainage system truly ready for the next storm surge?